me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me light, show me love, show me light, show me love. Make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me light, show me love, this is all we got. Show me light, show me love, this is all we got. Show me love, show me love, this is all we got. Show me love, show me love.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my beautiful people. As always, welcome to our Wednesday dose of inspiration, right? We are in the season of manifestation. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for being here. Every time before I start the show, there's like a little countdown on my stage, and then it says, "It's showtime." And I'm like, yeah. So it's showtime, my beautiful people. Make sure you let people know, the vibes, show some love, hit those hearts, pick up the algorithm, share it with a friend. I've been getting a lot of great feedbacks about the last two episodes about people starting to practice those manifestation processes that I've been sharing. The Abraham Hicks one, with connecting to the feeling, or Napoleon Hill, desire, faith, purpose, definiteness of purpose. So it helps, and I'm grateful for it. Even though my daughter is playing with me, and she told me this morning, there's only one person in your life, so I don't know why you're doing this. I said, first of all, there's not. And second, I'm doing it because even if that one person can benefit from it, that's what I'm here for. And the reason why I gave this example about my daughter is because today we're talking about Neville Goddard. And Neville Goddard focuses mainly on the imagination, right? And how that is the most and strongest creative force in our lives. And it doesn't matter what we see here. It matters what we see in here, and not just see it. We're going to get into all of the process, but that's what's important, because that will help us create. So, she might see one person, but I see thousands of people here with us, being inspired by their own beauty, being inspired by their own story, and sharing this collective, consciousness with us of inspiration and growth and beauty and manifestation. So, good morning again. Say hi in the chat. Don't forget, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Always love the conversation. My halo is here already. Hello from Israel. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this episode. I absolutely love Neville. I love that you love Neville. Thank you for being here, my beauty. I hope I'll serve you well. Um, if I sound funny a little bit, forgive me. I'm having teeth problems. I am medicated to the T. So I did some Reiki and did my own healing, but I also had to take some painkillers just so I can sit here today and not miss this episode. So if I sound funny every once in a while, forgive me. But we're here for it, and that's the most important part. Good morning, my beautiful Joanne. Thank you for being here. I love when my community is here. So let's talk about Neville Goddard and imagination and the law of assumption. So, who is Neville? Neville was born in 1905 in Barbados, actually. And he was one of the manifestation trailblazers, right? He started it, and his really manifestation, I guess, philosophy is rooted a lot in like biblical um, knowledge. So he basically if you listen to Neville, you hear a lot of God conversation. What is God is here for you? How is God taking care of you? How God sees you? Because he come from a Christian family, and when he started venturing out into the more, um, I guess, how would I call it? What I had a good word for it, mystical. I didn't see it there, but it came back. The mystical combination between the biblical and what he believed to be the power of the imagination. And we all know, Einstein's quote about imagination, probably one of my favorite, is that logic will only take you from A to Z, but imagination will take you everywhere, right? So that's really what Neville focuses and emphasizes. Let me see. Hey, sister, so happy to have you here. I love it. Stavit is here too. Always great to Thank you, my love. Always great to have you here. Thank you for being here. So, when we speak about imagination, when Neville talks about imagination, he connects it first and foremost to the feeling. Okay. And again, you'll see some elements, obviously, that keeps repeating themselves in this whole season, because as much as manifestation can come from different angles, like you see the different teachers I talk about, at the end of the day, they're all really rooted in the same thing, which is your belief, your desire, your faith, your imagination, feeling it, knowing it, believing in it, trusting in it, and not allowing your present moment or your present situation really control what you believe to be true. It's basically surpassing what we see in front of us. And today, actually, we're going to do a little exercise too, in the middle of the episode or towards the end of it, depending on how much I talk. But we're going to do a small kind of visualized guided meditation, 2 minutes, that will make you understand the law of assumption. I'm also going to, of course, I got slides for you, I got homework, and I got quotes. Of course, I got quotes. So let's start with nice one quote. Let's see. Which one is that? You are already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe this is the only reason you do not see it. How powerful is that? I mean, can we say self-sabotage? It's hard for us sometimes to believe in that vision of us that we want to see, right? But the way Neville speaks about the imagination and the law of assumption is probably one of my top favorite ways to do manifestation. So when he speaks about the law of assumption, right, he wants you to assume the wish already fulfilled, meaning whatever it is that you want for yourself, the money, the love, the job, the house, the car, whatever, you have to believe it's already yours. And the way he speaks about it, he calls it living from the end, meaning we already there. We are already that version of ourselves. We already have the thing that we want. And this is where we operate from every single day. So if I want to have, I don't know, lots of money, okay? I can't be in my present moment worrying about every little thing of how much it costs, what is that, stressing on bills. Again, like I said, we see a common denominator in all manifestation techniques, but with Neville, he really emphasized about embodying the feeling of who we want to become. So of course, I'm not going to start like shopping like a crazy person because, I'm rich in my fulfilled vision. So I'm going to start going crazy in my present moment. No, but I can align myself with that state and that vibration that will allow me to be more open, more generous, right? And it doesn't have to be with things that are money, but generosity is abundance and prosperity. Gratitude is abundance and prosperity. So, like I said, if I go to the store and I know, like, I know I need tomatoes, I know I need avocado, I know I need whatever, right? what difference does it make how much it costs? I know I need it. I'm going to buy it regardless. So instead of worrying myself, wow, oh my God, $4 for one avocado. Oh my God, $3.99 for a pound of tomato. Don't worry about the price. That's lack mindset. And that keeps you here. Your future self, the one that you want to live from the end from, doesn't even think about the prices. She takes a bag, he takes a bag, he puts what he needs, and he moves on. So that's kind of like how he, talks generally about what it means to live from the end. Um, Also, he talks, like I said, about the wish being fulfilled. So he speaks about the conviction and how it needs to be so strong within us, to the point that no matter what happens right now, there is an unwavering confidence that we are really on our way there, but we're already there. And when we see ourselves there, we look through the eyes from here but there. And I know that sounds insane. And a lot of times, too, like, even with him, a lot of truth seekers were connected to his way of talking about manifestations, but a lot of people also went against him because it didn't sound logic. Like, what do you mean live from the end? How can I live from the end? An example from living from the end, I'm working on a book right now, right? My workshop is going to be a book. The cover is already ready and it's in front of my face all the time because I'm living from this state of mind and that understanding that the wish has already been fulfilled, that my book is already out there. And you best believe that cover says number one New York bestseller because that's what I believe it to be. And constantly, I make myself embody the feeling of what it means to be a number one New York bestseller. So I close my eyes and I visualize. And you remember visualization. We spoke about it the first time with Abraham Hicks. We spoke about it with Napoleon Hill, and we're speaking about it again, and we're going to continue to speak about it because it really is a huge part. Because reprogramming our subconscious mind to see, feel, believe, and understand everything we want for ourselves. That's really how things are coming to manifest, right? So when I do my visualization, and I highly recommend it for you guys too, and you do it, best to do it at night before you go to sleep or first thing in the morning. When I close my eyes, I see myself doing like a tour with my book and doing readings, but I don't see myself from afar, right? I don't see how I look like while I'm standing on the podium. No, I'm looking through my eyes. So I'm seeing the crowd in front of me and I'm seeing the smiles on people's faces while I'm reading, because you have to be the person that you desire to be. I'm gonna give another. Let me see. First of all, we have a chat. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, my beautiful Naomi. Thank you for being here. I want to see where is it? Where is it? It was one really good quote about mirroring right there. The world is a mirror, forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. And that is really what you are, I'm sorry, yeah, within yourself. And that really is a huge part of what Neville speaks about. We're going to go through the trials, we're going to go through things in our present moment, but that should never stop us from believing, seeing, and knowing who we are. And we have to believe in it before we see it, right? Everybody always say, oh yeah, I'll be, when I'll see it, I'll believe in it. And he says the exact opposite. First, believing it, then you'll be able to see it. It has to start from the mind. It has to start from the belief. And another part that I love, like he put an example, and I'm going to go into the steps in a second. I'm going to pull the slide. But one of my favorite analogies about how he speaks about, first of all, he always talks about the imagination being the foundation of creation, right? Going back to Albert Einstein, it's all in here. It's really, it can do anything and go anywhere. So you should never stop yourself from imagining everything that you want. But the beauty of how he put an analogy onto what does it mean to embody the feeling of who we want to be and who we want to become is like our name, right? So I don't work hard for my name. I don't worry about my name. I don't expect, I don't have any expectation around my name. My name is just my name. It's part of me. It's who I am. It's natural to me. That's how you want your visualized self, whatever it may be, however you see for yourself that dream of, that job that you have, or the career, the house, the money, the success, the love, the relationship, anything. You have to embody it as if it's natural to you. So you are already sitting Netflix and chilling with your boo, and it's like you see the movie. You look down and you see the hand that's holding your hand, and you feel it with everything that is in you. If anybody here also know Neville, please, you're more than welcome to share your experience with him as well. Let's see. Good morning, gorgeous. I saw that. Good morning, my beauty. Good to see you here. How is ATL? Halo says, I have no doubt your book will be a bestseller. You're simply larger than life. I love you. Thank you for the faith, sister. Hello, my love. Hi. Thank you for being here. I have no doubt. Oh, thank you. You're truly extraordinary. Thanks, my halo. Um, okay, so let me bring that slide real quick so I can stop for a second. Oh, Jesus. Um, okay, here we are. The process of the law of assumption. And again, I'm going to take it out for a second. He calls it the law of assumption because you are assuming yourself to be who you are. And it's not like assuming, like, don't assume stuff, from the negative. It's on the contrary. You're assuming it as if it's the most natural thing for you to do. That's what the law of assumption really means. um Clarify your desire, get clear of what you want, and I know, name it, write it, and give it the shape. Your mind knows exactly what it's creating. And if you remember, or if you've seen it, or if you've been here last week, that's really the beginning of Napoleon's Hill formula too. That desire, we have to know what we want, and it has to be precise. You can't just say, I want to be successful by doing what exactly, or I want to be rich. What's rich for you? Riches can come in a million different ways. I want to have money. How much money? I want to have more money than what I have. Here's a dollar. Now you have more money than what you had. No, you gotta be precise. That was what Napoleon Hill was talking about. That's Abraham Hicks. Remember, know what you want comparing to, instead of what you don't want. Same thing here. Know your desire and be precise about it. Affirm the fulfillment. Use present tense affirmation. And I know we spoke about affirmation a million times. We're not going to stop now, because affirmation and positive affirmations are a huge part of manifestation. It's not like we're tricking our mind. And that's another thing people always say to me, like, I understand. I gotta tell myself I love myself when I know I don't love myself. No, you gotta start saying it, because little by little, the more you'll say it, you'll start connecting to it. And remember the emotional scale with Abraham Hicks? We can't go from there to here, but we can build on it. It's the same thing here. You do positive affirmation because you're starting to make your mind believe in what it is that you're saying. And they have to be short and precise and in present tense, right? We always talk in present tense. It's always about the I am, the right now. That's the most important part. Um, let's see what else we have in here. Visualize deeply. Yes, this is probably the biggest part, where you see it, you feel it, and you let it come alive through your senses. You gotta make the vision emotional. I said it in the beginning. I'm going to say it again. I'll probably say it another 500 times until this hour is done. You have to emotionalize the thought and the vision. That same thing with everyone. That's the biggest part of manifestation. Why? You said it before. The subconscious mind doesn't know good or bad, doesn't know right or wrong. What it does know is the feeling that accompanies your thought. And so if I'm imagining myself on a stage or on a reading of my book, I have to feel how it will feel to live my dream, to be excited, to do a reading. You got to be there fully. And that's like one of the most important parts of visualization and creating your manifestation and bringing it to life. Even in the scriptures, I think I wrote the quote because there it is. God called those things which be not as though they were, right? Even in the Bible, he called those things that was not as if they already were. That's literally manifestation from the Bible. And I believe he said it in connection to Abraham, making him a father of many nations when he didn't even have children yet. But that was his way of letting the world know and letting Abraham know, like, I got you. You're going to be a dad. I'm going to start with putting you as the father of many nations because you will have children. So this is really something that you can go back many, many, many moons ago and see manifestation even in the Bible. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why Neville really wanted to connect what he knew from the Bible and Christianity to what he believed in the more mystical side of things. Let me see. Halo says, I know Neville and I listen to him. I have to say he strengthens me so much. I love that. I love that. In what way? Like, just by helping you remember how to visualize I know for me, like he has such beautiful analogies always when you listen to him and he talks to you about where you are and your worth and who you are and why you gotta believe. You just gotta believe. You have to believe in yourself being bigger than this version of you. And he talks about, God will not put you through something that you can't handle. And God is here for you all the time, no matter what you go through. There are circumstances, right? And He prepared, it's preparation. It's like, I always wanted to be healthier. I really wanted to get rid of sugar. I told you guys a million times about my addiction to sugar. I really wanted to give up sugar and I really wanted to be vegan fully. And I just didn't know how to get there. Guess what? I got cancer. Cancer brought me into a better health. So it's like he prepares us constantly to what we want. I never lost sight of that version of me that doesn't eat sugar and is fully vegan. I literally saw myself, heard myself in conversation like, no, I don't eat sushi anymore. I'm vegan. No, I don't eat tuna anymore. I'm vegan. Like heard it and saw it a million times in my head. Patience is probably the biggest most important part in manifesting. Shit ain't happening right now. Maybe little things, but it takes time. It takes practice. It takes commitment, to the vision of yours that you have. And consistency is key. And we're going to go over the slide again and you'll see those in there. Consistency is key. You can think abundance one day and think lack the next day. You contradicting your belief. You contradicting your desires. And yeah, there will be days that it's going to be very hard to believe in your abundance. If you didn't make any money, if there's no work coming in, if there's bills swamping you, like how am I supposed to believe in abundance when I got all this around me? You have to. It's faith. It's persistence and it's patience. And it's believing in the version of you that you want to become and living from the end, assuming the wish already fulfilled. And the wish, let me see what Halo said. His words are strong and he makes me remember. Amen to that. I know that's right. Before I go back to the slide, there is a book by Dr. Wayne Dyer, which is our teacher on next episode, which is my biggest mentor through my journey. Um, and it's called Wishes Fulfilled. And I want to show you something. This is my first ever like brand photo shoot. I think I did it in like maybe 2018 or something like that. And that's the book I'm holding. It's called Wishes Fulfilled. And Dr. Dyer actually wrote it uh, after studying the teachings of Neville. If you want to read the book, listen to the book, you can scan this QR code. You have a free audio version. He reads it too, Dr. Dime himself, and his voice is just everything. So you're really going to enjoy it. And he gives a lot of examples of synchronicities in his life and how it helped him live from the end and really live the wish fulfilled. Let's go back to our slide. Feel it real. Your emotions is the amplifier. The more authentic the feeling, the stronger the energetic imprint you create. See through your own eyes. That's what I was talking about, really, that POV, right? Uh, that's real. If you, I don't know, want, like I said before, actually, I just gave you guys that example. If you want to see a relationship, you look through your eyes at the guy or the girl that's sitting next to you. You see the sweatpants, you see the couch, you see the movie that you guys are watching, you hear the laughter, you feel the love and the hug. Like that is deep visualization. That's what he calls, why he refers to imagination as the most powerful creative force, because that's really what he's it all about, fully embodying our desires. um Script your life. Create a mental storyline where your desired reality unfolds. You can picture each scene with clarity, intention, and detail, like you're writing a script for your life. Write that script. Be the producer, be the director, be the actor, be the one that's in charge of the lighting and the background music. You create your own reality. So when you're ready to see that vision of yours come to life, you have to create it already step by step, scene by scene. Like I said, I have the book cover ready. I already been on tour. I already signed copies to fans that came and said congratulations to my book. You really, I've seen bigger too. Like, I go all out. Okay? For me, my version of me, oh my God, you guys wait till you see her because you will. I know I'm going to manifest the hell out of her, but I already am. And when people say like, yeah, yeah, I heard about manifestation, like, how do you do it? This, I'm going to go to the second slide because this is one of my favorite part. Live from the end, we spoke about that. Positive self-talk, absolutely. Doubt is just another assumption. It literally is just another assumption. You can assume doubt and failure, or you can assume faith and success. Faith and belief or doubt has no difference between them. They're both just assumptions. You decide what you want to assume. That's how you create. And it's so easy to go to the negative and the doubt sometimes when the physical around us, you know, is what is proving to be, happening. But no, this right here, what's around us right now, is the lingering of the results of our past thinking. But if I'm constantly now creating new forms of thinking, right? I have a desire that I'm focused on. I wrote it down. I'm focused on it. I'm visualizing it. I wrote some affirmations for it. I kind of figured out my limiting beliefs and I'm helping myself through it. Now that once this is on lock and you start feeding the subconscious mind with that it's inevitable for things to start creating because you basically commanding your subconscious mind to start helping you create that life. And what happens is it starts getting some opportunities and events that will come and find their way to you to lead you into that manifestation. I wanted to do this. So I started thinking about different things and started imagining how am I inspiring people, how am I doing bigger stages. Then came an idea right before my 40th birthday. That was 7 years ago. I created a 40 from 40 video project. And it just came to mind. I didn't know what I'm going to do, but I just knew I wanted to share some wisdom and, tips on makeup and tips on life. And I used my son's um, telescope tripod with my phone and a rubber band to film me. If you go, you can go. If you're signed up to my YouTube channel, you can check it out. If you're not, please do. You're more than welcome to subscribe if you're watching me from Facebook or anywhere else. Where am I? Where am I? This is it. I be with Lulu-Lee. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you tell your friends too. Ah, sharing is caring. But on my YouTube channel, the first project, the first video project I ever did was 40 from 40 because this right here was the vision. I mean, the vision is Lulu on Hulu, but the um, the vision of just being on camera and talking to people, mind you, I'm a makeup artist. I've never been in front of a camera in my life. So that was scary to me. But the passion and the desire was so strong that I just figured I'm just going to do it. And that's it. And resourcefulness, I didn't have any resource. I had no clue what I'm doing. You'll see the videos. One video, it's all the way up here. Other video, of my brain is head is cut off. It's like it's hilarious to me to look at it now, but it led me here because I knew what my desire was. And I wrote about it in my journal, and to me, and it was funny too because once I started doing it, I started doing little live projects on Instagram and things like that, little shows with little episodes. And I wanted a big show on YouTube, right? And I wrote to myself, I have 2 months to do it. That was 6 years ago. Sometimes I love it. Tony Robbins always says it. We overestimate what we can do in a year, but we underestimate what we can do in a decade. Patience, 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 my beautiful people. It will come and it will manifest. All you have to do is hold that wish and that vision of yours that you want to fulfill in your mind, and don't let it go and don't compromise. And when doubt comes in, just remind yourself, just like I can think negative, I can think positive. So when, let doubt, leave doubt out, Dr. Lauren always says. So you do that and make sure, you're focused on your vision. Don't worry about the how. Probably one of my favorite things, and in my opinion, the most important thing, right? Don't worry about how it's going to happen. You have no clue how it's going to. There are infinite options on how things can happen and come to life and come about. You just focus on what you want, and it can happen. And you can imagine, fun ways of like, oh my God, I made this person and da 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 da. Oh my God, I sent that out and it came back like that. Oh wow, somebody saw. You can imagine it, but don't get caught up on it and don't get stuck on just one idea on how it's going to happen. Because a lot of time people is like, I have no clue how it's going to happen. Here, I'll give you another example from my life. And today I'm giving you a lot of example from me because I heard thus far, and people emailed me too, like, you need to give examples because you're saying you've been doing this. I haven't heard one example of your life. So here you go. After breast cancer, the doctor sent me to do some MRI and some stuff in a hospital that wasn't under my insurance, and I didn't know, right? So you're stressed out. You don't think about the details. I just went where they told me to go. That ended up with $22,000 in medical bills. I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this bill? Like, I really honestly didn't know that that's not fair. My doctor knows who my insurance is. Why am I supposed to pay for that? What should I do? I wrote a letter to, the Health insurance company. Everybody was laughing at me. Yeah, right. Like insurance companies will go, you go and get your money back. You're dreaming. Maybe they'll tell you they're going to take $2,000 off. You better start getting ready to pay that 20K. And I kept saying, I'm not paying. I'm not paying one dime. This is already paid. This is already paid. And all I kept imagining is how I kept saying, I called my sister. I'm like, thank God, I told you. Did I tell you already that the $20,000 bill was paid? Yeah, that's it. It's done. It's wavered up. Like, I kept seeing myself looking at my portal and like seeing like, $0 and no. All right. Months go by, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, no answer from the insurance company yet. The bills, reminder, collectors, they keep calling me. There's a $22,000 bill here. Somebody needs to pay it. And I keep calling the insurance company. You know what's going on? No, the board meets every 3 months. I'm like, it's been like 6 months. They should have met twice already by now to look at my papers. I'm sorry, I don't know. I hang up, I breathe, I sit down, I smile, and I imagine it gone. I feel it in my heart that that bill is gone. Like I was like, I don't care what's going on. I don't care how long it takes. They're not moving me from my belief. My belief is that this bill is not mine. I'm not paying for that bill. I think like maybe almost a year went by, and I just kept telling myself the same thing. And then one day I said, I kind of like talked to who I talked to and my guides and stuff. And I said, y'all are playing with me, but I know you're going to take care of it. So just do your magic and let me see what you can do. And I left it at that. And a week after that, I went into my portal and I click in my name and it says balance due, zero, balanced owed, zero. But when I tell you, I sat there with a smile, like, that's right, $22,000 gone, gone. Never heard from the insurance company, never heard from anybody back. All I saw was on my portal $22,000 debt, gone. So don't worry about how it's going to happen. Just focus on what you want. And it doesn't mean that you're going to have to get $20,000 in your hand. Like, sometimes it's overwhelming too. Like, oh my God, where am I going to get $20,000? I don't even know how it looked like. I never even held that much money. Nah, it's got nothing to do with it. You just keep the desire and 100% faith in it with you alive. Embody that shite with everything you can, and it will happen. I promise. I can give you so many examples for different things that happened in my life that I never worried about the how, because I knew I have no clue how it can happen. Right now, I'm working on manifesting things that I have no clue how they're going to happen. I just know they will. That's all I care about. I just know they will. I want to go back. I hope this example helps you just to kind of understand that things really can happen in many different ways. And God knows better than us. And God knows exactly what you need, and He has His ways. So let Him do Him, and you do you. You just focus on what you want, and let Him put everything into process. Um, Revise what doesn't align. Yes, the imagination is the workshop of God. So you let Him do what you needs to do, and you constantly come back to see, if your belief or doubts appear. You got to mentally rewrite your desires if there's anything that changed about it. This is basically, your reality is not like, again, just like the example I gave, I'm not denying my reality. I'm just offering my subconscious mind a new alternative. And because I believe in it, and because I constantly program it to believe in it with my affirmations, with my prayer, those are your tools too, your gratitude, your prayer, meditation, the vibes, reflection, sit, talk, journal, those ways that help you reprogram your subconscious mind that will lead you into that alternate reality. So it's not like I'm denying where I'm at. I didn't deny the bill. I just didn't believe it was mine. So I operated from that belief and offered a different alternative. The alternative was that shit got paid. Somehow, some way, I don't care how, she's just gonna take that away. And it took time, but I didn't stress on it. It could have been a whole year of me stressed out, or it was just a year of me checking. I did what I needed to do. I wrote the letter. I checked with the company, but not every time I checked was like, come on, I can't, that's not fair. It's not just, no, none of that. Hi, I just wanted to check. Calm, because I knew that bill is not mine. So embody the feeling, embody the knowing, embody the understanding and the faith of what you want to create. Hey, Laura, Queen, thanks, sis. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Hi, Tal. Thank you so much. I'm happy you're here. Um, so that's another way to look at the way of manifestation, and just constantly revising it and understanding that you're not denying your reality. Lead with a gratitude. Abso-freaking-lutely. Feel grateful now for what's unfolding. Gratitude places you in a frequency of receiving and strengthens your assumption. You don't think about your desire there, you think about it now, right? So you're grateful for it now, because you don't work towards your wish fulfilled. You are your wish fulfilled. There's nothing in the future. Everything is present moment. Everything is present tense. Whatever you want, whatever you see yourself doing, whatever you see yourself having is now. So you're grateful for it now. Thank you for allowing me to have this moment. Thank you for having so many people buy my book and making it a success. I thank you for, letting my words resonate with so many people. That's how I look at it. Not thank you for helping me to maybe do that. No, there's no maybe, there's no there's none of that. It's all right here, right now, fully sure and confident in what you desire and what you want for yourself and who you are and how it's coming about. Um, Consistency and repetition. Absolutely. We spoke about it before. The law is not a fleeting or momentary thought. It is a sustained and unwavering commitment that your assumption is on its way. Every version of us that we want exists already, right? Remember how Abraham Hicks talked about it? We just have to align ourselves with it. We don't have to create it. We just have to align with it. Same thing with Neville's work. It already exists. And every version of us, right, in general, every state has its own vibrational tone. So, and I said it before, you want abundance, you have to, feel generous and loved, grateful. You want to feel loved, then the abundance of, the assumption of a relationship and love, then you give yourself love, you be open. Every version of you already exists. You just have to align with it. And the only way you can do it is by consistently offering the same vibrational alignment, the same thought, the same idea, the same feeling, the same imagination. Constantly redo what you need to do. Use sound effects, use prayer, use whatever you like. I have sound effects of clapping, I hear people clapping that I'm on stage. I'm sharing with you all my secrets today. So, but it's not a secret. This is why I'm doing this season. There is nothing that I do that you can't do. And there's nothing that we do that million of other people that did it and succeeded in it, you know or don't know. We all know the same. And what I always tell you, it's not about hard work. It's just doing the work. And if you find putting 15 minutes a day to assume an incredible feeling of who you are and what you want to do and who you in your imagination, who you became. If that's something that you can find the time for, then don't expect to be manifesting your heart's desires. I'm sorry. So you don't have to work hard, but you do have to work. You have to put the time in. You have to do the affirmations. Like I said, All the versions of you already exist. Think about it. We're in beauty, right? I always align self-development with beauty and skincare and stuff. Think about like a wardrobe of different color lipsticks. The lipstick color you're wearing now, that's your reality right now. That's who you exist in this moment. You want a different reality? Change a different lipstick color. Wear something different so you can see yourself differently. It's literally the same. We constantly have a plethora of versions of ourselves in existence. We have a plethora of colors of lipsticks. Choose the color that fit the vision of you that you want to see. Put that on and imagine and constantly be in that beautiful place of imagination. We're going to do our exercise in a second. I just want to read what the thanks. Let me see. Uh, Michael Becker says, the knowledge you're feeding us is food for the soul. Much gratitude for you, your voice and vision. Aw, thank you, my beautiful Michael. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you so much for that beautiful comment. Um, you know, Speaking about my voice, I have a surprise for you guys in the season finale. I have two surprises for you guys in the season finale. One, I have a guest that like you don't want to miss. Promise you, you do not want to miss that guest appearance. And it's gonna be a quick guest appearance because he's huge and he has a lot of on his plate. So you don't want to miss that. So that's one. And two, I recorded a new manifestation meditation for you guys, and I'm going to gift it to you on the season finale. So you better stay tuned for that. But I'm going to go to one more quote. Also, actually, before I go to the quote, I want to give this to you guys if you want to take a picture. That's kind of like the law of assumption process shortened. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of that real quick, there we go. There's also an example that I like that Neville, I heard it in a few times when I listened to him. He has millions of books too, like he's just brilliant, really brilliant mind. But he gives an example about this mother that, had a fight with her son and they couldn't get along and she was, yearning to talk to him. And no matter what she did, she couldn't get him to forgive her. Like, she couldn't get him to talk to her. She tried calling, messaging, trying through friends, anything, nothing. He didn't want to hear about it. And she said to Neville, I don't know what to do. He said, just assume the feeling of you guys already speaking. Live from the end as if your wish is already fulfilled. And that's what she started doing. She started seeing them go to a restaurant together. She saw and heard him call her and their conversation, and she felt it from within how excited she is to call her, and that he called her. And he says that in a 3 weeks' time, all of a sudden, he called her. And the crazy part was that he told her that he kept having dreams about her. So he felt like he needed to reach out. So, vibration is real, frequencies is real. When you broadcast to the universe will broadcast back. And God has your back. Like I said, don't worry about what's happening right now. He's preparing you to what's coming. He's like a bow and arrow. You got to pull back before you shoot out, right? Same thing. We're gonna go through shit before we're gonna fly high. So just look at it like that. It's just all part of what we're going through and what this journey really is about. It's all ebb and flow. It's all growth. We just got to focus on what we want and be patient. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I wrote this example too. It's like a teacher, that when you're on a test, the teacher is silent. He's not saying anything, but that doesn't mean he's not there to guide you. That's God for you in this process of imagination and manifestation. Um, Here is another one more quote before we move on. In order to manifest the life you desire, you must assume the feeling of that wish already fulfilled. Your imagination is your preview of life's coming attraction. I know that's right. That's from Dr. Dyer, Wishes Fulfilled, the book I gave you guys I'll give it to you again. Scan that code, YouTube free audiobook. It's incredible. So let's do a quick little activation exercise. So, maybe that can help make you understand even better on how to do it on your own. So, take a moment, kind of get comfortable. Take a deep breath. Inhale, courage, and exhale doubt. Close your eyes. Take another deep breath. And now imagine that version of you that you know to be true for you. That version of you that you believe wholeheartedly that is you. Look around you. See that reality from that point of view. Don't look at it from a distance. Look at it through your eyes. Look at the house maybe that you're in, the surroundings, where you woke up in, or the office that you're sitting in, maybe a stage or an event, whatever it may be. Look through the eyes of the version of you that is already fulfilled. Allow the divine power within you, that is your imagination, to lead you to where it is that you know you already are. Look down for a second. Look at your hands. Look at your shoes. See what you're wearing. How is the floor looking like? Maybe you're on a grass. Maybe you're on a red carpet. It can be anywhere. It's your vision. It's your fulfilled wish. While you sit and immerse in that visualized version of you, take another deep breath and connect to that version of you from within. Feel how it feels to be that version of you, to wear those clothes that you're wearing, to maybe drive that car that you're driving, or live in the house that you're living, or maybe you're in a new country that you were dreaming about getting to and now you're there, so you can smell all the smells and feel all the feels and hear the people around you. That version of you, she has a message for you, a truth that she wants to share with you, a belief that she has, that she knows you already know, but she wants to share it with you. Take a moment of silence and let her speak to you. She knows your heart. You share the same heart. It's just that tangible reality that looks different. Take that message with you from that version of you that you know to be true, and let it guide you every single day on your journey of patience, persistence, and love until that wish is fulfilled. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. If you want to share in the comments, in the chat, what was the message, if you received the message, how it felt, and if you saw yourself. But that's really something that you can do to make it easier for you. What are you wearing? Like, are you wearing a suit? Are you wearing a dress? Are you wearing a bathing suit? I don't know. That version of you that you're trying to become is wearing something, is in some kind of a surroundings, right? So I'm going to wait for you guys to send me something in the comment. I'm going to check with my notes and see if I missed anything. I had a whole lot of things I wanted to read you guys. Oh, there was something I put in here. Hold on. Where is it? It was written so great. The moment you see through the eyes of your fulfilled self and listen to the wisdom of that version of you, you shift your entire vibration. That's the law of assumption in action. So shift that vibration. So the law of assumption can be in action. I love that. I saw that quote from Neville. I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to have to read that. Let me see. Imagine all of this as scripting the story of your life rather than letting the plot unfold haphazardly. Absolutely. You're creating it. We're the co creators of our lives. We said it in every single episode. We're halfway through the season. We're going to see it in the next 3 episodes too. We're the co creators of our reality. Nothing is just happening. So don't let it happen as if it's happening haphazardly, right? You make sure that the script is your script. I said it. Be the director, be the producer, be all of it. You become the author consciously directing the narrative. It requires a heightened awareness and a commitment to engage with your desire on a conscious level. I love it. And let's see what else I have. Something. Patience is the companion of persistence. Yep, it sure is. When you do this, you move from mere desiring into assuming. When you do this, meaning this whole process, the law of assumption, into assuming, from hoping into knowing, from imagining into creating. This is the sacred alchemy of consciousness, the transmutation of invisible substance into a visible form. We're moving it from here into the tangible. I urge you in your quiet moments, especially before you sleep, to withdraw from the world of facts and enter the world of assumption. I don't think there is a better little quote to, or, you know, segment, I guess, paragraph to close with. Let me see what he last says. I have a sentence on my desk that says, the best thing I ever did was to believe in myself. I love it. I'm stealing. I love it. It's my future me saying it to me. Incredible. Incredible. There's a show called Queen of the South. I don't know if you heard of it. Well, a long time ago when I still used to watch TV. And she became a huge drug lord, but she started from like nothing, right? But she kept her vision of herself on a yacht with a white suit and doing her thing and running shit. And like she was tried to be abused and raped and ran for her life, and mafia was after her, and she was a nothing, but she kept those visions of herself with her white suit, and she kept talking to herself too. That version of her kept coming with messages to her, telling her like, girl, get up, this is, we're here doing this, and she became that version of herself. Throughout the show you can see her evolution, just constantly keeping that thought and that imagined truth within her. So I hope the law of assumption can be something great for you. I hope it can help you. I hope today, this is the homework. That little exercise I did with you guys, that's your homework. Keep doing that at home too, and make sure you really kind of hone into those feelings of the wish already fulfilled. I can't wait to see you guys next week when we talk about Dr. Dyer. If there's anything else you need, you know where to find me. Chat with Lulu-Lee is always here. Um, any questions, any ideas, any whatever, just like you wrote me about me not giving examples, you can write me about anything else. I'm going to go take some new painkillers after speaking for an hour and go on my day to fulfill my desires. I hope you can do the same. I thank you, as always, for giving me the one commodity that you can never get back, which is your time. I know you come for the beauty, but you stay for the breakthrough. I know you guys. And, my kindness rule is always here. So don't forget to be kind to one another and to those who are not kind to you, you know. And yeah, I'll see you again next Wednesday. All right, my beautiful people, let me find my little video. Let me see. Wait, real quick. We have what is it? Word. Yes. And Ela says, thanks, my love. You are more than welcome, my love. So I love you guys. I appreciate you for being here. Oh, thank you, my love. I hope so too. I need a dentist ASAP or something. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, Stavid. I'm so happy you were here the whole show. I love you. And that chat with Lulu-Lee is keep running because y'all better email me. You heard? I'll see you next week. Many blessings.
Show me life, show me love. Make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love. Show me life, show me love. Make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love. This is all we got. Show me life, show me love. This is all we got. Show me love, show me love.